Welcome back everybody to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is Niles and thank you as always for tuning in. This is going to be a video on what I think are the top 5 best super support allies currently in Dokkan Battle as of 2017. Now to start it off, I'm just going to say this little disclaimer. There are plenty of support cards that are within Dokkan Battle at the moment that do get the job done. I actually went over roughly around 10 to 15 support cards and well, these are what I think are the top 5 best. Without wasting any more of your time, let's hop into it. So to kick it off at the number 5 spot, we have the Enraged at Evil Super Saiyan Gohan Youth. This is a World Tournament exclusive. I rank this card at the number 5 spot because his overall passive is really dominant. You have the Super Type Ki +2 and attack 25% up. There's no health point restriction whatsoever on here. No super attack will be needed to have this off. Overall, most support cards don't need a super attack. But that being said, let's actually talk a little bit about his card. All types, HP, attack, and defense 40%. Causes supreme damage to the enemy and a rare chance to stun. I believe that equates to about 20%. His link set skill is Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, Gaze of Respect, which I believe is with LR Gohan and Piccolo, if I am not mistaken. But all in all, I've chose this card for the number 5 spot just because the fact that you can run this effectively on any hero deck. Not to mention, this would really shine on Mono Agility, maybe even the Hybrid Saiyan category, where you do align up the Ultimate Gohan. He does lack that Prepare for Battle link that this card actually does have, but being the fact that you do get +2 Ki, I felt as if that would be a really good enough card to put him in the number 5 spot. So that being said, let's kick it off onto the number 4. Now coming in at number 4, we also have another Gohan. It's called the Spirited Golden Warrior Super Saiyan Gohan. This is also another World Tournament exclusive. I believe this card actually came out just after this World Tournament, the one prior with the Agility one. So, that being said, his leader skill is Super Type Ki +2 HP and defense 50%. Super attack causes supreme damage with a rare chance to stun. Once again, probably equates to about 20%. The only thing about this card that I have ranked over the Agility one is he does +2 Ki, attack and defense 25%. So with the prior one, you only got the attack increase. On this one, you get the defensive increase. Now, there's a little bit of a setback on the link set skill. We have Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Z Fighters, Hero of Justice. So the only thing he's lacking, I would say, is his Ki link. So this would effectively be a 3rd turn rotation slot card. Once again, this would also run phenomenally on an Ultimate Gohan Hybrid Saiyan category. They do have the Z Fighter link, which would be quite nice. You would be supplying the +2 Ki. But all in all, I rank this card at the number 4 spot, just because he does have that defensive increase over the prior one. You can run this on the Hybrid Saiyans as well as the Majin Buu, as well as you could run this on Mono Strength or particular. This card is a 130% multiplier. I failed to mention that the prior card was also a 130% multiplier. Let's actually kick it off now onto the 3rd card that I have ranked. So coming in at number 3, we have the Talents in Blood Pan GT. Now this card is quite phenomenal, if I must say. This is more or less another Tech Vegito. The leader skill is Agility and Physical Type Ki +2 HP, attack and defense 30%. Causes supreme damage to the enemy and attack 25% for all allies for 1 turn. So he does, or she does, have that Vegito effect when you do light off a super attack. Now correct me if I am wrong, but I believe you need to have her within the 1st turn rotation slot in order for this 25% to be on the field. So her passive skill is attack and defense 30% for all allies when HP is 30% and above. Her link set skill is Fierce Battle, the Saiyan Lineage, GT, Battlefield Diva, the Innocence, Kamehameha, and All in the Family. Her category is the Hybrid Saiyans and the Shadow Dragon. Once again, you could run this on Mono Physical as well as another hero deck. But the reason why I have her at the number 3rd spot is because she does have a really good passive with attack and defense 30% up. It is nearly rivaling the Vegito. I'm sure you can kind of guess where Vegito might place, but the only downfall about this card is her health point restriction is 30%. But if you do run it on the hybrid Saiyans, not to mention the Shadow Dragon category, you do have a plethora of health upwards of around 400,000. So that 30% health point mark, you're probably not going to see many times, but it very well could happen to you. Her 12 key multiplier is 135%, so that's 5% higher. So more or less, this is why I have this card ranked at the number 3rd spot. So that being said, let's hop on to the number 2. Now, I'm not going to lie, this 2nd spot and the 1st spot was a really hard decision to choose from. So more or less, this is why I have this Tech Vegito ranked at number 2. So his leader skill is all types HP and attack 30% up. Super attack causes supreme damage and all allies attack 25% up for 1 turn when launching off a super attack. So this is the card that you will need to have within the 1st turn rotation in order to do that. It's kind of like a niche type of technique. You're not really going to want to ideally use this, but it very well could help out. I've tested it and it does make somewhat of a difference, but not that noticeable since it's evenly being distributed on the field. The passive skill is an unconditional attack and defense 30% up for all allies. So, link set skill, we have Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fused Fighter, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. The categories which you can find this card in is Majin Buu and Batara, as well as Mono Tech, or once again, another hero deck. The 12 key multiplier is actually 145%. If I must say, I have this card at Super Attack 10 with bottom right and upper left fully utilized with the free dupe system. And he does hit relatively hard, around 500 to 700,000 depending on what boss you go against. But the reason why I have him ranked in at number 2 over the card that I have ranked in at number 1 is, well, he doesn't have the highest statistical increase for the passive at the moment, but his link set skill sure does make up for it, and you could argue that this could be a number 1 spot, but we'll go over why I think the number 1 card deserves its spot. So that being said, let's hop onto the number 1. Now, you might have guessed this from the thumbnail or whatnot, but I do have the Super Saiyan 2 Rebirth Gohan at the number 1 spot. So let's talk a little bit about this card first. Leader skill is all types key plus 3 HP attack 40%. So no defensive increase, but plus 3 key to all and HP and attack is not too bad for a starter unit as a leader skill. Super attack greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. And right here, this is where he shines. All allies, attack and defense 35% up. So that's 5% more than Tech Vegito. He does not have that super attack mechanic for the passive, but for an unconditional 35%, where you will probably be running this in the 3rd turn rotation slot, this is why I have him ranked at number 1. The link set skill is Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Z Fighters, Shocking Speed, Kamehameha, and Shattering the Limit. Now, Shattering the Limit does get a lot of slack, but since there is a plethora of cards nowadays that do have this, since there have been so many rebirths, I figure Shattering the Limit is really not that bad of a link, especially nowadays. Especially if you do run this on like an LR Trunks or something along those lines, monophysical, whatnot, this card will be lighting off supers left and right. Now, the only reason why I have him within the 1st turn, or the 1st, I guess, spot, is only due to the fact, like I said, is an unconditional passive. You could argue that the Tech Vegito does have Super Fierce Battle, but you will need to be next to that one particular card in order to light that link off. And being the fact that this card all overall, like I said, deals 5% up more, I would say this is definitely a better unit. The link set skill definitely goes to Tech Vegito. I'd say the passive definitely goes to Gohan. I would almost say they're tied, in my personal opinion. The 12 key multiplier is 145%. And not to mention this card, if you do have Ultimate Gohan, I hate to keep bringing him up, but if you do have Ultimate Gohan, he does share Z Fighters. He does have the Shocking Speed link. They both do not have Prepare for Battle, so that is his downfall. But this card works absolutely phenomenal on Hybrid Saiyans, as well as the Majin Buu. Now, on Majin Buu, I typically run Tech Vegito and this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on the same deck. And if you do have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, whether it's the Tech one or the Agility one, or really card any for that matter, attack stats and the overall boost that you're going to get from this guy is an absolute it's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's absolutely insane. Now, if you do disagree with me, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Keep in mind, I went over around 10 to 15 overall units. I'm actually going to be doing a notable mention. Let's actually just bring this up if I can find it right here. But I think this might be on the same page. There we go. Forgive me, I got things all over the place. Some real quick notable mentions. We do have the Super Saiyan Trunks right here. Unconditional attack and defense, 25% up for all allies. I also had the Pandel, which is also another phenomenal unit. Runs amazing on the fusion category. I remember when the fusion category came out, this was an absolute staple unit. Attack 30% up for all allies. Just no key support, but she does have a really good key link all around. The third one right here, I do have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. More or less, attack 33% up, unconditional. May turn into a grade up, which is sometimes annoying mechanic. More or less, Super Saiyan 4, Goku's best friend. Really awesome unit, once again, on the Super Saiyan 3 category. The second one I had was another great card, just unfortunately doesn't hit that hard. Let me know in the comment section below if you do have Super Attack 10, by the way. But an unconditional +2 key and attack 20% up for all allies. With an all-in-all really good link set, Super Saiyan Kamehameha, prepare for battle, Shattering the Limit. Once again, like I said, not too much slack for Shattering the Limit, especially nowadays. And believe it or not, I had this card ranked pretty high once again. You're not really going to use this card too often. It is from the World Tournament, but an unconditional all allies, key +2, attack and defense, 25%. So, excuse me right there. But more or less, that is like that Gohan right here. But the Gohan, I'm sure you guys do run more Super Saiyans nowadays. Some do run Extreme. I do see a lot of Extremes, but the vast majority of what I see in my friends list is Super Saiyan. So that's more or less why I put this Gohan right here as opposed to this King Kami, or yeah, the Kami right here. Really good card overall, but if you do feel like any other card should have been placed in here, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be doing more videos like this, so if you want to see more of that, feel free to let me know as always. But until next time, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. You stay safe. Peace out.